Do you have a tune-up fight before you go into the Tyson Fury contest, or do you just go straight for the Tyson Fury contest? The reason why I'm asking it is because we've waited for it for so long. The last thing we want is anything to halt the opportunity of AJ Fury.
No, he's going to have a warm-up fight. Listen, the Fury-Joshua fight is signed, okay? It is signed in the background. I've got that on good authority. Said he had absolutely signed to fight Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
That fight was definitely on. Joshua will have to have a fight in June or July, I imagine, and then Fury and Joshua will be late in the year. It could even be next year, but it's on the cards and it's gonna happen.
We're very close to returning to training camp.
Okay.
And I feel like AJ is physically and perhaps mentally ready to throw himself back in to that environment. And it's exciting. You know, I mean, for everything that he's been through and all the pain, you know, I don't think that will leave, but he has a career and he has a job to do in that respect, which he wants to continue doing. And I'm excited to see him back. I feel like
it's finally happening, or at least that's what the boxing world is being told right now. The long-awaited clash between Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua is reportedly agreed for 2026, sending shockwaves across the heavyweight division.
If you beat Tyson Fury,
I'll be over the moon.
would you?
Yeah, of course. You know,
Would you like to?
Yeah, of course.
Are you friendly with him?
Not really. But I respect what he's done.
I think he called you a dosser.
Yeah, but
That's his standard term of abuse.
yeah,
You big dosser.
yeah,
He's a bodybuilder.
yeah,
He is a businessman. I am a Spartan.
yeah. Have you got one of those fully Tyson Fury dolls? No, I'm joking. You must like him though,
What makes you say that?
because you can memorize every quote of his.
He's very quotable, isn't he?
He is, to be fair.
And he's got that distinctive...
like he's eating a frog voice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Do you think you could beat him?
yeah,
Wouldn't be easy, though.
no,
The bookies, I think, would favor him.
yeah,
Do you agree?
yeah.
For years, this fight has been teased, delayed, and nearly made multiple times. But now, new claims suggest it's closer than ever. Reports suggest that Joshua is back in light training and could make a comeback as early as this summer. Before jumping into a mega fight with Fury, there are talks that he might first take on his old rival Dillian Whyte as a tune-up. This would allow him to rebuild confidence and test himself physically before stepping into the biggest fight of his career. But then came the biggest twist. Boxing journalist Gareth A. Davies dropped a bombshell, claiming that the Fury vs. Joshua fight is already signed behind closed doors. According to him, the agreement is in place, even if it hasn't been publicly announced yet.
No, he's going to have a warm-up fight. Listen, the Fury-Joshua fight is signed, okay? It is signed in the background. I've got that on good authority. I can't put it out there as a scoop, but they are moving towards it. I interviewed Rico Verhoeven.
Who's it signed with?
For a cover story. It's with, I mean, it's with the big money people. It'll be on Netflix.
When you say signed, do you mean agreed or do you mean
Agreed, agreed. They are moving towards it. But they both want the fight.
That statement instantly caught fire among fans because it suggests that everything is already done and it's only a matter of time before the official announcement is made.
The day before I went to see Tyson Fury, I interviewed Rico Verhoeven for the cover story of Ring magazine in May, before he steps into the pyramids at Giza to fight Alexander Usyk. We can have our own debate about what we think about the WBC title being on the line.
You know what I think?
But Rico in that interview said he had absolutely signed to fight Anthony Joshua.
Yeah.
That fight was definitely on. Joshua will have to have a fight in June or July, I imagine, and then Fury and Joshua will be late in the year. It could even be next year, but it's on the cards and it's gonna happen.
However, not everyone agrees with that version of events. Eddie Hearn quickly shut down those claims and made it very clear that nothing has been signed. According to him, there is no agreement, no contract, and no finalized deal for Joshua to fight Fury next.
I was like, what? He said, no, I backtracked on that. I said it wasn't true. I was like, well, it's been reported by so many outlets and it's completely untrue. Completely untrue. There is absolutely nothing signed with Anthony Joshua to fight Tyson Fury next. There is nothing agreed. There has been conversations, and deep conversations as well, prior to obviously the accident, that he was going to fight Jake Paul, then he was going to fight in February or March in Saudi Arabia, then he was going to fight Tyson Fury. Again, nothing signed, and then obviously the accident happened.
He explained that before Joshua's accident, there were multiple plans being discussed. At one point, Joshua was even being lined up for a fight with Jake Paul. Then there were talks about a fight in Saudi Arabia early in the year, and eventually discussions about Fury started to take shape. But everything came to a halt after the accident.
Since then, there has been no conversations really about that fight, other than in the last few days, conversations with Dr. Rakan, Sella, about starting to think about revisiting the plan.
Since then, Hearn revealed that there have barely been any serious talks about the Fury fight until very recently. Only in the last few days have conversations started again with key figures, including Turki Alalshikh and the Sella team, about possibly revisiting the plan. Even now, nothing is guaranteed.
I will go into camp with Anthony Joshua next week when he starts, and we will start having conversations about what is next. Those conversations will go in tandem with Turki Alalshikh and Sella and everybody to see the position regarding a Tyson Fury fight.
Hearn made it clear that Joshua's return to boxing is still uncertain. The focus right now is on getting him back into training camp and evaluating his physical condition. Only after that will any real decisions be made about future fights. There is even a possibility that Joshua might decide not to return at all, which adds another layer of uncertainty to the entire situation.
We are more than up for that fight, but AJ needs to go back into camp, and we need to understand physically how long it will take him to return to boxing. And we are not rushing him, and he ain't rushing himself. So it's quite likely that return will come the back end of the summer. And then after that, there is every chance we could fight Tyson Fury. But right now there isn't even any guarantee he returns to the ring.
Despite all the confusion, the idea of Fury versus Joshua refuses to go away. This fight has been building for nearly a decade. It has been announced, cancelled, renegotiated, and brought back to life multiple times. Yet somehow it continues to stay relevant and exciting. Two British heavyweights, two completely different personalities, and two careers that have shaped the modern era of boxing. But they have never shared the ring. If it finally happens, it is expected to be one of the biggest sporting events in UK history. Right now, the only real question is timing.
It has that kind of crossover appeal to it.
No doubt.
And that's what
It's got the Ben Eubank vibe.
You can't say that it would fill out Wembley Stadium.
I'm not saying it won't.
It would complete an era.
Yeah, but you're talking commercially now. Commercially, it works. It's
talking
fantastic.
commercially. I'm talking about two boxers I want to see in a ring together, and I do want to see them in a ring because I don't want to end this era where we haven't got a Riddick-Bowe Evander Holyfield fight. Riddick-Bowe Lennox Lewis fight that we never got in the professional ranks. When you think about some,
but listen,
the trilogy with Bowe and Holyfield was amazing. We could get.
But you will admit, right, that if we do get it, it is a lot. Rather than getting the prime guys, it's more Mayweather Pacquiao.
How far? They're not that far.
Come on.
No, it's a lot earlier than that. We know those guys were 5 years past their prime.
So how many years are these two past their primes?
Not that far. Tyson Fury's just had two fantastically erudite fights, close fights with Alexander Usyk just last year, who's the king of the era. Anthony Joshua had a big comeback year last year before he lost to Daniel Dubois.
Meanwhile, Fury is preparing for his own comeback. After briefly retiring last year, the Gypsy King shocked fans by returning to the sport just months later. He is now scheduled to face Arslanbek Makhmudov on April 11th at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London, with the event set to be broadcast on Netflix.
It's been a while and I missed it. What better thing can a man do than punch another man's face in and get paid a lot of money to do it? It's like a dream job. You get to punch people's faces in and get paid a ton of money to do it. So I've missed that. I missed it. I missed it a lot. And now we've got Big Makhmudov over there. I'm going to write him straight off completely. I'm going to make his face look like a butcher's block after about 4 rounds. Because I know he can't get out of the way of my punches. That's a fact. He's dangerous, I understand that. And everyone will be saying, you know what, you got to really take this guy seriously. But he knows he's in there with a legend of a fighter, and when he gets in there on the night, he's going to realise how much of a legend I am, because, you know, he fought over in Britain recently, and he fought Dave Allen and went 12 rounds, but Dave's me pal, the White Rhino, but if he thinks it's anything like that, that's like swimming in a garden pond and then trying to swim across the Atlantic Ocean.
This fight is being seen as a key step in Fury's plan to get back to the top of the division. At the same time, unified heavyweight champion Oleksandr Usyk has his own vision for the future. He believes that his journey in boxing could end with a final showdown against Fury. He said, "In my head, Tyson Fury, it's the last dance." However, even that situation is unclear. Both of their previous fights took place in Riyadh, but ongoing geopolitical tensions have created uncertainty around future events in the region. The conflict involving Iran has already started to affect major sporting events, with even Formula One reportedly considering canceling a Grand Prix in Saudi Arabia. All of this adds more unpredictability to where and when these mega fights could happen.
Oleksandr Usyk's revealed his final 3 fights end with the winner of Wardley Dubois and then Tyson Fury. Are you aware of the plans? I mean, are the wheels in motion for those 2 fights to come to fruition?
Let me tell you, he's got his fight in Egypt against the kickboxer. After that, he has to defend his WBC title against Ajit Kabayel, who's been very patient and has been active. He has to have that fight. He has to do that fight. If he doesn't do it, then he has to vacate the title or he'll be stripped. And then he can fight one of those guys. Not a problem. They're with us. We can make these fights happen. But the most important thing he needs to focus on, he's got to defend that BC title against Kabayel.
Back to Fury's immediate future, his promoter Frank Warren has revealed that the British star is fully focused on reclaiming the #1 spot in the division. According to Warren, Fury has a clear plan. If Joshua is ready, the fight can happen. But if not, Fury is still looking to take part in another major fight later in the year, possibly around August or September. He stated, "I don't feel Joshua, will be ready, but if he is and he wants to, Tyson's there. If he doesn't, Tyson will want to be having a big fight in August or September. That's what he wants." The goal is simple: stay active and stay at the top. At the same time, other fighters are also watching closely and positioning themselves for opportunities. Fabio Wardley has already made it clear that he is ready to step in if given the chance. He revealed that he had previously offered to fight Fury and is still open to the idea after handling his own upcoming bout. He sees it as a massive opportunity and is willing to wait for the right moment.
I can get Fury out of there, 100%. I can knock out anyone in this division. There's endless comparisons between me and Wilder. And Wilder's had him down, I don't know how many times, and I'm a bit younger, a bit fresher, got a few more tricks in my pocket, so if Wilder can do it, I can do it. I see myself getting him out. Like, I can actually see it as well, because I know I can get to him. It's all huge reasons to be proud. I'm massively proud of my career and the trajectory and how things have gone and where we are currently as well. Like, there's nothing to not be happy with. So yeah, it is a bit of a wild one when I sit there and see that he wants a piece of me sometime in the year. So when you look at the kind of beginning of my career and the early stage and stuff to them being now, I don't think there's many people who would have pieced them 2 ends of it together.
Meanwhile, Makhmudov's involvement in all of this comes with its own story. The Russian knockout artist revealed that he was initially expecting to fight Joshua in 2026. According to him, Joshua had given him a promise before the accident happened, but everything changed after the crash. With Joshua unable to move forward, Makhmudov shifted his focus and pursued a fight with Fury instead.
It's coming, you know, suddenly. Like, because before we used to speak with Anthony Joshua, we speak, we make a deal with him. He give me promise to fight in this year, but after he had to get a trouble, and no news. I asked my promoter. I said, "What news from Anthony Joshua?" He said, She said, "I think it's no fight right now for sure." I said, "Listen, if no Joshua, I heard like Tyson Fury also as well looking for opportunity for need somebody."
Now he finds himself in one of the biggest fights of his career. Even though Fury is the favorite, many believe this is not an easy fight. That opinion is shared by Dave Allen, who warned that Makhmudov's punching power is very real. According to him, if Fury gets caught clean, the fight could change instantly. However, he also believes that if Fury performs at his usual level, he should come out on top.
Tyson back in the ring, fighting Makhmudov. You've had a clear vision of him. Is this a good fight for Tyson? Good test?
Yeah, I'm not sure really. I boxed Makhmudov. I've never won the British title, and I really thought on another night I would have beaten him. So I would describe him as dangerous. I wouldn't describe him as a world-class heavyweight. Yeah. He's dangerous. He's perfect for Tyson. Tyson Fury from 2 or 3 years ago. From 2 or 3 years ago, Makhmudov is the perfect fall guy for a comeback, but it's just age in inactivity. But he shouldn't have any problems. If he has problems with Makhmudov,
then he's got a problem full stop, hasn't
he? Yeah, he's gone.
Another interesting perspective comes from Gerald Miller, who pointed out a potential weakness in Fury's style. He suggested that taller fighters have historically given Fury some trouble, and if Makhmudov can apply pressure, stay aggressive, and use smart movement, he could make things difficult. He stated, "Anybody who's a little taller for Tyson gives him a little problem if you watch history. The thing is, will Makhmudov's chin hold up, and will he be a little aggressive? If Makhmudov can be aggressive, use a little head movement, and come forward, I think he can give Tyson a lot of problems." Still, Miller ultimately expects Fury to find a way to win, even if it's not as easy as people think. All of this builds towards one big picture.
Tyson, he always brings magic, he brings excitement, he is a born entertainer, and this sport needs people who entertain. And there's no one better than Tyson Fury, the Gypsy King. He looks fresh, he looks trim, he looks in great shape. Makhmudov is a formidable opponent, but as you said, having a formidable opponent will bring the best out of him. So I'm excited to see him do a good job.
Fury is active and moving forward with his career. Joshua is still recovering and deciding his future. Other contenders are waiting in line. And behind the scenes, talks of the biggest fight in British boxing continue to grow. Because no matter how many times it gets delayed, the story always comes back to the same point: Tyson Fury versus Anthony Joshua. And the moment it becomes official, the entire boxing world will stop and watch. Now, here's the real question. Does this fight finally happen in 2026? Or is this just another twist in a never-ending saga? Drop your prediction below. Who wins this mega fight? And if you want more updates like this, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications, because when this fight gets officially announced, you already know where to be.